Welcome back, furries, to Banners of Ruin. We are going to just continue the run that we were started in the first episode of this series here. I have confirmed, or not confirmed, but decided that this must be the real game that we are playing right now, which is fine. I feel like we came pretty well into it from the tutorial. There's some changes that I might have been wanting to make, but I'm sure it's fine. And here we have a checkpoint. I wonder if I have I click this one, it says blocked, and so I can't click it. Okay, so we have to deal with one of the other ones, and they seem identical. I'll click this one over here. And the heavy patrol is still below it. Alright. So we have to deal with this one, though. Your turn. Oh, and their HP has gone up a little bit, hasn't it? Pretty sure the Willows didn't always have 40 maximum HP, so maybe then when they level, they get a little bit of extra. So now he starts with Blessed, 2 extra will, so he will be the guy spending our will cards when we draw them. Here we have the Greatsword that we would probably want to use. So, let's take a big swing, big guy. Bam, bam, bam. And then what? Who's being attacked the most? What is this here? Deals 5 damage to opponent's rank. Prioritizes front rank. So he deals both to both. That's 5, 10, 15 to Willows, and 20 to Willows, 10 to the other guy. In short, this is gonna be a pretty nasty round for us. Okay. Well, Sandsford. No. Willows goes for second wind. Focus fire. Should have played that one first then. Can we still make that work? Oh. For every stack of overwhelm. For every stack of here it says whenever this opponent is attacked, apply 1 overwhelm, which is then increased damage, and rush is multi-attacks or multiple attacks. Right? So that probably combos with focused fire. I think we can use that to take down one enemy. Right now we have 1 vigor, so I want to use a big swing like the experience strike. But we would get more value out of saving it till after the focused fire has been done. Yes. I think we can take down the big guy here. I should do the math on this. This is 1 damage 3 times, so 3 damage as a base. With every swing it'll be 25% more, so 25, then 50, then 75% more. I wonder if it's round up, I don't even know. But it'll be maximum, if it's round up, then 50% will be round up. So the first one will be at 0% extra, then 25% extra, then 50% extra. So 112 is 4 damage dealt. And then the experience strike with 75% extra is 2.5, and 1.25 is 3.75. Plus 5 is math 8.75, which plus the 4 from here is about 11. We can kill the enforcer. If I'm right. Let's figure out if I am bad at math. It definitely works with the increasing damage here. We only dealt 3 with that, so that should still kill him, and it did. And then Sandsford can use a guard. And then we are not actually taking damage on anyone here. It worked out just fine. It still would have been better if I had drawn the card before doing the big swing with Sandsford, but there you go. Solid footing for both of them, which means we take no damage. They're both doing Wild Strike. Moves to a random vacant position, deals 12 damage. If this character has lead, deals 6 instead. Oh. If this character has bleed, is that the attacker or the defender? These guys are otters, I think, by the way. Solid footing for both of them. Sanford can also do the outnumber, but not also the hatchet. Can we kill one to trigger the outnumber? No. What happens here? If it breaks the target's defense, gain charge, but there's no defense to break, then what? Then no charge is gained. Fair enough. Then solid footing. And Sanford goes for solid footing. So a ton of defense for both of them. That's why I picked that card. 15 defense is a whole lot. Good. This one strike up there will kill him. And then we also... No, we don't have lethal for the other one. Alright, and... Let's see. You do that one. Who's he attacking? Willows. So you do the guard. We can play everything. This one uses a will. Let me try to give it to Sanford and then switch them around. Right now, Willows was being attacked. We want to try to swap them around. Oh, and then I clicked the wrong one again. God damn it. What is this number here? Banish pile, I see. Because we banished the focus fire. Fair enough. Yeah, and we should have lethal, and we do. Good. We emerge victorious after 7 rounds. Gain a card. So I've had a thought, and that would be that adding new cards, we really got to think about it, because we have some cards that are definitely better than standard cards, and that would be the character cards. We want to draw them more often, in most cases. So you really got to think about when you add, like the second wind is draws a card, so that's fine. Strategy: every time you move around, gain 5 charge. Every time you move an opponent, deal 5 damage. Strategy: so this is like an ability that you play, and then it's on for the rest of the fight, presumably. Flanking strike: deal weapon damage if the only opponent in lane, deal extra 10 damage. We already have 2 cards that does something similar. So strategy here: every time you move, gain 5 charge. But we don't. Can I go back and then still look? But I can't look at my deck here. Okay. Gain a card. I think we'll take the second win because that's never bad. And it doesn't fill in the deck. It just allows us to do more big stuff. Which we can already do that, but it literally cannot make the deck worse than it is. So heavy patrol, anxiety, party takes 5 damage. Oh no. Courage, a chance to improve. This will take some guts. Strength can be found through adversity. I'm kind of interested in this, and if we die to the heavy patrol here, then we can start a new run where I control everything from the beginning. So I kind of am interested to see what the heavy patrol is all about. Let's dive in. We see our first archer type, a militia bowman, and then a militia spearman, city guardsman, and a militia spearman. Alright. They do the safety and numbers thing that then is probably gonna trigger, so taking down the militia spearman here is gonna be really hard. Sweep deals damage to the entire rank, and the archer does a debilitating shot, deals 8 damage and applies 1 winded. Next turn, lose 1 stamina for every stack of winded when then winded is removed. Alright. Okay, and we can play the heavy blow for free. So here's an interesting thing though. If I want to do the heavy blow with the big weapon damage, we cannot get it for free. Because you need to front the... You pay one action, and then the next stamina you spend, you get refunded. But we cannot spend the 3 with Sandsford after having spent the 1. So the question then is, should I just do the big one with Sandsford? We can kill the militia spearman. Not in one blow, but then with a follow-up. This one does damage to rank, and we can move one of our guys out of the rank. Who are you shooting? Oh, the archer rank is not even attacking this turn, right? And they alternate turns. That's actually... I thought about that earlier, and this makes the opponents way weaker. We can attack with everyone every turn, I believe. And so them having to alternate between 2 different groups of enemy, they themselves means that now that there's 2 ranks, and if we clear this rank, they don't get an action at all. Seems like it's good for the player for the most of the time. I am gonna go and spend the second wind with Willow. And there's the rush, which combos with momentum and probably is better than the strike. Sandsford, I think you should pick off a militia spearman. I don't know which one we will go for though. Let me see. This one's attacking Sandsford. Go for him. That's all of that Sandsford can do, but then we have the strike here, or the rush. Oh, the rush can do it on its own. And we have actions for all of these 3 things, and then we can use the momentum at the end of the turn to gain the charge for next turn. I think that's better. So, let's kill the spearman. Strike someone. Go for the archer. He's gonna be the next guy attacking, so we can clear him in that turn. Then we will withdraw on Sandsford and move him to the back line here. See what happens. And then I think he plays the momentum though, because he's got that big swing that he can use it on. So what's this? On turn start, if this character has 3 or more allies, their defense is raised to 10. That did not trigger even though they had 3 allies. This is the first time we've had a turn where that happened. So what does that mean? That means probably on his next turn start. And now he's doing what? Stab. Deals 6 damage, applies 1 bleed. Wild strike here. But now it is the archer that is attacking. Doing the debilitating shot on Sandsford. But he's not going to get that, surely. No, we can murder him. Everything is fine. And that denies them their entire turn. Which is kind of crazy. Outnumbered is Sandsford's cards, so have him spend that. We will give solid footing. Oh, no, hold on. Gotta spend our other stuff first, obviously. So I do want to kill the militia spearman. Now we're not gonna see the safety numbers get triggered at all. This guy is more scary. But could we kill him in the next turn? Probably. Yeah. And then solid footing, because he's down to 1 defense, which I don't like. Go back up to 16, and Sandsford can give himself a little bit of defense going to 16 as well. Alright. This defensive build seems to be the way. We cannot make use of the outnumbered. Or we can, but we can't. Proc the big swing on it. They are not dealing me any damage this turn though, so everything is fine. Willows is taking more damage, so he will probably do the solid footing. Let's just do it. Keep going for him. And then Sandsford goes for a guard, strike, and no mercy. Oh, we got the one bleeding, right. So we did take damage. Great sword swing. And then hatchet over here. And an experienced strike. We find a piece of equipment this time. Oh, we did take the elite fight, so that's probably why. Drag and drop armor and view characters to swap weapons, I see. So, here. Oh, I didn't even realize we had like an exquisite sword before. Maybe we just found it though. Great sword. Attacks all targets on rank. We can then go for a club instead, applying vulnerable. Okay. Or exquisite sword. Attacks 3 times. Gain 5 defense as well. That is pretty crazy. I'm liking the greatsword, especially when we have the outnumbered. It triples the damage from it, right? So I'm not super keen on switching that one out. Maybe for Willows we could do something. Like the club. Yeah, it always applies vulnerable, which I like. The exquisite sword. He's got it's 2 actions, but he can almost always use it because he has so much stamina. What about armor? I don't see the armor. Drag and drop armor. View characters to swap weapons. Drag and drop armor. I don't see the armor part. I guess we didn't find armor, we found the weapons, if anything. That's fine. I think this was an upgrade, the club in here. I regret taking outnumbered on him. But such is life. Okay, we've already taken that equipment. Get the money. So, oh, and here we can draw cards. Perfect. Kick, select target. If the position behind them is vacant, move them into it. Sweep, kick, select target, move them to a vacant position on their rank. The important part down here being that moving an opponent to the inactive rank will delay their turn, right? So the kick is actually a really good card. But we needed more card draw, and this is the quick hands, what it's for. Let's get it. Sandsford is also level 3. This equipment tab, I'm worried that we are leaving equipment behind that I could grab somehow. Oh, but no, at the very least, Sandsford can... What happens here? Primary weapon probably for the outnumbered. Or we could have the exquisite sword. I think I like that more. The hatchet combos with the thing that does 1 damage 3 times. That's true. But this exquisite sword is exquisite, you know. So let's grab that. Move on. Character leveled up. What can we get for perks? Patient. At the start of their turn, if this character has any will, they draw 1 card. Nice. Whenever this character gains armor, gain another 5 armor impervious. And then Cutthroat. Whenever this character deals damage, Apply 1 bleed. All interesting. We will go for stamina again. And then I'm thinking we want to be patient. And draw even more cards. I know I just got a draw card, but we can't guarantee that we get that one early or with all the time. Now we have again another stamina. And overdrawing doesn't penalize us. That means that we have more options. I'm gonna get the more card draw. I'm thinking that that'll be the key. It's definitely improving our situation. For sure. In every turn. Lightfoots. We can buy cards here. Interesting. A lean pair of messenger hares catch their breath by a small brewing stand. Anxiety we don't want. And then crossroads, clear street to this depth. Clear street. That must be for the other cards. But the Lightfoots over here is fine for us. Just chance to buy stuff. Strategy is interesting. Kick, we just decided that that's a really good card. Battering Ram. Deals 6 damage. Push opponent to background. If occupied, switch their positions. Okay. Rotate. Swap positions with a target party member. And that would combo with something like the strategy. Which costs 1 will to play. And that's a little bit more tricky to pull off. I think the kick would do good. The battering ram is as good though, if not better. It's actually way better. Yeah. Both deals damage, and if the target is the position behind is occupied, then it still does something and stuns the character that you were trying to stun. Right? The other one will then be switched forward and get an action, but that might be fine if you're trying to like silence a boss for a turn. I'm gonna get the battering ram and then leave. Crossroads or juggler. A very acrobatic hare throws all kinds of objects high into the air in a dramatic display. He seems to be drawing them out of the thin air. Buy cards. Oh, let's go and do it. Quick hands again. Bloodlust. 0 cost. 0 cost all the way. Deal 3 damage. If the target dies, draw 3 cards. Oh. And a setup. Deal 6 damage. Apply 2 vulnerable and draw 1 card. Now we're getting all the card draw. Discard a card, gain 3 moment charge. Either Bloodlust or Setup. All of these are card draws, so that's really cool. We might be overdoing it a bit now, but I think it's fine to get 1 more card that draws a little bit. The Bloodlust is going to be tricky to trigger, where the setup is always just going to be good, and applying vulnerable 2 again to like, I'm thinking about bosses. Can I see my deck here? Oh, we are applying vulnerable 3 over here now. But that's still fine. Let me get it. Do we still have access to removing weapons and stuff like that? No, the other weapon, then the hatchet, we lost that one when we moved on. I don't know. I hope I didn't leave it behind where I could have picked it up. How do we get back from here? Ah, there. Okay. Clear street to this depth. I guess we have to click a crossroads. Alright. Which leaves us with combat. We have force block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. It's the same here, but this one's an elite. We'll take the elite fight, sure. I'm not scared. Maybe I should be. So we draw 1 extra card because Sandsford here has 1 willpower. right now. So we gotta make sure we don't spend that willy-nilly. He can do a heavy blow. There's the battering ram. We have enforcers here that we would like to cut down first. We have debilitating shot guys in the back. Can we kill one in the first turn? This one does 20 damage from you here. Heavy blow. And you still have an action. There's no card draw here. Oh yeah, there is. Oh, and we can get this one for free. Are you kidding me? Yeah, second wind. Then heavy blow onto this enforcer. I'm gonna try to rush him down. He's got the fury, so he gets stronger and stronger. We do not want that. So yeah, we only paid one action for that big swing, and we didn't even pay a card for doing that extra ability in effect, because we still have 5, we started with 6, right? Basically, we paid 1 for the heavy blow by doing that combo. Lovely. So who's taking the biggest beating here? That would be Willows. Oh, look at that. He's got the weapons in hand here. Nice. Of course he does. Like, we can see the weapons on them. So it's got he's dual wielding now. Lovely. I wonder if they can get like a shield in the offhand. I would assume something like that could be a thing. Now what? Now what? Can we kill you? 18. We can push someone back. 8 or 10 there, and then... Oh, we don't have more attack than that. Okay. Let me see. I'm taking 10 on Sandsford, so he does need some defense, while Willows is taking 16, also needing some defense. Okay. But I can battering ram one of the Militia Spearmen. I could just do it to the Enforcer. And he's the only one attacking Sandsford, so then he does it. So now he can't act, and then Willows will just do... Oh, not that one first, but guard. Withdraw on Sandsford. Moving him down here. Solid footing. Boom. Up to 34 defense. End turn. And actually moving the Enforcer back here means that we now have an opportunity to draw something that hits the entire rank, and then swipe him as well. We did not get that. And none of our card draws, so I'm pretty happy that I took the patient thing, so we have more cards in hand. In general. Now we should kill the Enforcer, obviously. I also wondered whether or not the Fury would tick up even though he wasn't on the active lane, but the answer is no. Fair enough. What do we need here? Attacking Sandsford and attacking Sandsford, and the Enforcer will not get to attack. So that's 16 coming in on him. He will be just fine. Let me strike here. Then an experienced strike. Probably on an archer. I don't think we can... still don't really know the safety in numbers thing, how that exactly works. But I have a feeling that they will replenish up to the 10, even if I beat them down, so there's no point in attacking them right now. Sandsford goes on guard, does field dressing, and then gains momentum for next turn. End turn. Your turn. Alright. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of that card draw. Here's some. Okay, both of them being attacked for 6 and applies 1 bleed. The strength 16 numbers. If this character has 3 or more allies, they didn't have a move in the previous turn, right? Can we kill one of them then before they replenish up again? 22, and this is 6, but then vulnerable. We don't have anyone outnumbered, but we could try to kill this archer, and then we would get that effect. But the bleed will do guaranteed damage, which I would love to play around. Let me rethink again. Okay. First of all, Willows does a second wind. Draw a card. Vanguard. Okay, so we can definitely kill one of the malicious spearmen then. And this also draws a card. There's the exquisite sword. We don't get any math done for me here, but 25% extra from... you should just do the full math. I suppose we have to do it on the 6. So it's like... It's embarrassing. It's 1.5 extra per attack. So that's 8 times 3. It should kill him. Now Sandsford is the only one taking damage, but he can do the guard. And then we have the Vanguard. We didn't leave anything for the outnumbered. Well, it's... I don't remember what else we did with his actions, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Let me attack one of the archers now, so we can make sure to kill that in the next turn. And then end turn. In fact, no, I should have left it at 12. There's a good chance that we draw the big swing with the greatsword now. Yeah. So that was a wasted action. And we have the outnumbered. Again, very good. We have lethal, I think. Yeah. Good stuff. So we took 1 bleed damage again. Another quick hands. It does cost 2 stamina to play, so it will delay us by a little bit. And I'm not so sure we need it anymore. But I'm not super keen on the strategy. I'm not super keen on the taunt. Take a target. If the position in front of them is vacant, move them into it to move them forward. Again, being able to move them around, denying them an action. Then we should get that. If we got a strategy card first, then that would be good. Again, I would love to be able to see my deck here. We have new weapons, okay. Short bow, move to the front rank, deal 8 damage. If unable to move, plus 1 stamina. Spawns, hit and run. Can't see what that is, interesting. Great axe, is this a 2-hander? Yeah, okay. Deal 8 damage, If unable to move, plus 1 stamina. Spawns, hit and run. Or Great Axe. If this breaks the target's defense, deal damage equal to the defense lost to all the neighboring in rank and lane. Neighbors in rank and lane. Lane must be the one immediately in front or behind. So I think you still go Exquisite Sword. Or we could just go for another great weapon. Since we have the outnumbered, it combos pretty well. And we have those stamina cards, is that what they were called? Second wind cards, which combo really well with big actions. Short bow, if we want to get that strategy thing, then the short bow seems key. I bet your hit and run moves you backwards. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? But it doesn't really combo with the outnumbered. It does combo if I want to get that. I still haven't figured out how to move armor around. I would love to switch the armor to the bear then. But we can't. Oh, gain a card. I'm gonna grab the strategy, equipment, go for the bow. Sounds like fun. And it works well because he's the one who is blessed, so he's the one who will want to play the strategy and then he gets the most out of it. I think maybe the dual wielding club and exquisite sword is a little bit better, but this could be combo-rific later if we can keep getting more movement stuff, which movement stuff is already powerful on its own, right? Cultist wares. A group of shady cultists are gathered around some torches, humming and droning in an unsettling tune. Oh, we should end the episode here. I'm enjoying it so far. I hope you guys are too. See you guys in the next episode.